Hi, here we are again. It is the perfect day to stay inside and crochet. It is nice and rainy here. I am in SoCal, so it doesn't rain too often. So I wanted to do another one of these crocheting from my crochet projects playlists. So this is my second one. If you didn't see my first one, basically what it is I have this playlist that is right now 577 videos long. I have added to it since my last video. I just added a video the other day. And basically I add videos that I want to crochet, projects that I want to crochet. Whenever I want to crochet, I go through this playlist, and yeah, that's basically it. I want to go through the playlist as much as I can. Of course, I won't be able to go through all of them. I do, once I finish up the project from the playlist, wow, I'm saying that word a lot, I do move it over to my crochet done playlist, which is 68 videos. So 68 videos. Reminder, the other one is 577 videos. But yeah, basically I will hit shuffle on this playlist and then we will crochet whatever pops up. So I'll hit these three little dots and then shuffle is right there. Let's see what pops up.
Today I'm going to show you how to create such cardigan.
Ooh, a cardigan. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh, this is the perfect thing to crochet. I think I already have yarn that would be perfect for it too. So I can get started now and I don't have to go to the store. I'm so excited about this. Okay, so this is by, I don't know how to pronounce their name. Azja? Moon Wool Crafts. Flower lace cardigan. So let's see, what do we need here? Materials needed: acrylic yarn, 3 or 4 skeins, 4.5 millimeter hook, scissors, darning needles, stitch markers. Boom. Oh, there is a pattern. Okay, cool. So it's a chart pattern. Okay, so I'll use a combination of using the pattern and the YouTube tutorial. Let's get started. Okay, I'm back. I had to fend for myself in the rain, but I got yarn, so I knew immediately this is the yarn that I wanted to use. It was the Lion Brand Yarns, what is this called? Mandala ombre yarn. I wasn't sure about the color, but I decided to go with this one. Oh, what's it called? Zen. It's called Zen. I only have this and this, so I'll definitely need more, but it's easy enough to pick up, and hopefully this will last me, and just for the day, satiate my crochet craving for now until it stops raining, and then I'll feel like going and getting more yarn. And I won't have to go in the rain. But yeah, Now let's get started. For real. Okay, so we're gonna get started here. I'd like to find the middle pole if possible. My goodness. Jeez. What? What? I'll just take out a chunk. Sure. Why not? Nice. Okay, so she says to go by the pattern goes by 24 increments of 24. That's how I should phrase it. She does a chain of 72 to start off with, so I think I might just follow her measurements and see how that goes. Let's see. Okay, so this is going to be the back panel. I think that is a good width. Next, I follow the pattern. I think it just starts off, yeah, it just starts off with double crochets. And she was saying do a turning chain of 3, and she does not count the turning chain as a stitch.
Unpacked yet? Donation bags, the coat drive, a bunch of wigs that all seemingly are the same color. Coats I need to set up back a rack in the laundry room. Stuff that needs to go back to the barn, but then the barn has to be cleaned before I do so. This is my box of things I need to go to the barn. So yeah, we've got our work cut out for us. If this stresses you out, welcome to...
Really anything like that, if you want to
this person's partner scavenged. It's pretty cool. I'm coming to my breaking point, I think. It's usually not too bad. It's only bad for like the entirety of autumn, and then I can organize things like we're doing. But also, something's gotta give, right? I can't keep doing this year after year. Like, so jacked. Truthfully, I don't my barn, and I do in fact make a mess in my barn. I think if I am ever to work with, barn is kind of chock full of other crafting stuff. Oh yeah.
I've realized this was only for the half panel, not the back panel. So this was for the front panel, not for the back. How is this for the front? Yeah, this is for the front though, because this would have been just a half a flower. It's okay, it didn't take that long. Okay. Just gonna go ahead and remake that slip knot. So now we go by 24s. I guess 72. Does 24 go into 72? That should have been my first sign. That should have been my first sign because they go by 20. I literally said that at the beginning. I'm not a math person. Can you tell? So how much? If 2 did 72 for the half panel, so then 72 times 2 should be 144. Is that too big for the back panel? I'm just gonna start going by 24s and see how long I go. I did it 3 times. What's 3 times 20? Wait, 72? Am I stupid? So I just did the pattern wrong. I'm just stupid. I ended up with the same result. 24 does go into 72. 3 times. I can't do mental math. That's so embarrassing. Okay, just gonna. Okay, so I've discovered the problem with the ending. So she goes by 24, which is exactly where the flower ends, but it doesn't include the stitch after, which is kind of like the little border, which the beginning of the pattern does. So the beginning of the pattern has 6 stitches, 6 double crochets before the little hole, before the 2 chains. The ending, theoretically, should also have 6 stitches and then the hole, but only 5 can fit because it's by 24, not by 25. You need 1 extra stitch because in the pattern, so these are the flowers, it has 2 flowers, this is the pattern, but we're doing 3 flowers. The pattern is 50 long. Half of 50 is 25, not 24. So you need to go by 25s, not by 24. So I need 1 more stitch. Boom. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it for some reason. Can you see that? I have an extra stitch. Where did it come from? I thought I was so clever. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. What is happening? I am so confused. Alright, I'm gonna figure this out. Thank God. I've got the right amount of stitches. 6 and 6. I don't know what happened. I think I just must have miscounted at the beginning. Oops.
It was 8 rows, but row 1 had the increase on it. So if I do 7 rows and then the 8th row is a Christmas present or something, but do I want to work the pattern again? Which, speaking of, brings me to the pattern. The pattern itself is written in an interesting way. It's not, well, they just print from Shopify like all of my other shipping labels. We'll have to do an experiment. But first, I'm going to get these babies up on the website just in case anyone would like to buy one to go along with their tote bags, since I just restocked the tote bags this morning.
It's a flower. Woo. Okay, there it is. All right, so this is one thing of the repeat. And now I just gotta do this a bunch of times. Okay. Now it's kind of long. Well, actually, can't really see. I think, like, including the shoulders, I think this is going to be the perfect length. Can you tell? It's getting dark. I did the whole pattern, or I repeated the pattern one more time. I want to add one more row of just double crochet, like at the bottom, but I am running late. I have to skedaddle to work. Okay, we're back, so it's the next day. I didn't do too much more last night, but I did finish up that last row of double crochet and I tied it off, and then I started up the sleeve. So we're doing this, or sorry, no, the front panel. So we're doing the front panel now. We have to do 2 front panels, and in order to do that, we need to do half of the back panel, and half the back panel includes half of the flowers. So I'm using the video tutorial to help me out with that. So I started it off, and here there's just an extra hole at the end. So this is where the half flower is going to be. She does mention, like, instead of doing like a treble crochet here or chains, like she does a stacked single crochet a couple times here at the beginning. Okay, so I I look terrifying in this lighting. I did one pattern of it. As you can see, that is half the flower right there. So I will just be repeating this. And I just realized I was watching the video again, and I did way too many of these repeats. I think she only did 5, and I did 7, and now I'm wondering if I should frog some of it, if it'll be too long, or if I just have a longer cardigan. I don't know. This is how much yarn I have left as well, so I would be saving on some yarn. This much shorter. This looks really long. Why did I do that? Why did I do it this long? I'll decide that later. I'll just keep doing the front panel. I'll show you when I get a bit further. Okay, so I've gotten to the point where I have to decide how long I actually want this. If I want it the length that I crocheted, or if I want to shorten it to shorter. My brain isn't working today. If I want to shorten it by a couple repeats. I think I've decided to frog some of it. I think I have. Here, let's try it on here. I'll show you. So right now, this is how it would be. It's at my shoulders right now. Here are my hips right here, or here's my waist. Here are my hips. So it's like a little too long, right? I know this is the back panel, but you get the idea. And then if I shortened it, it would be this long, which is kind of, well, it's kind of cropped, but then once I block it, it'll probably go down to there, which is like just above my hips, which I think would be perfect. See what I'm saying? I think that would be the perfect length. All right, let's do it. I should probably be putting this in a ball, huh? That would be the smart thing to do. I should put like a stitch marker or something so I know where I have to stop, huh? I mean, also I can count. A stitch marker would be smart. I'm just gonna shove my hook in. 1, 2. Just shove it in right there. That's the new stitch marker. I'm too lazy. Okay, so fixed this panel, added that double crochet at the top, and now we're doing this front panel. Lost track of the length here, so I'm supposed to do one less than the length, and I just got carried away, and this is already the 5th one, so I have to frog some of it. Because basically what we're gonna do is go like that, like cut this part off so it makes like a little collar there. Yeah. More frogging. I just don't pay attention sometimes, and so I have to frog things a lot. I've become okay with it. It's fine. Hello. So, I was pretty out of it today. I had a migraine and I totally forgot to show the process, but I finished the other panel. So these are the two front panels, and as you can see, I've attached them to the back panel. There's a little headspace. They fit. Look at that, it's like a little frame. Okay, sorry. So yeah, I've attached them on. Here's the right side, this is the wrong side. Just did a little slip stitch here. So next, what she wants us to do in the tutorial is to do the sides, stitch up the sides, leave the little armhole. She does it about there, and I think I will just do the same measurements because that actually seems just about right for me. Yeah, so just like right about there. Oh, and then also what she wants you to do is do, well, she says this is optional. If you want it to be a little wider, you can add like one more row of double crochet. So I think I'll do that too. So yeah, that's my update. There's the row of double crochet. Okay, so I did it. There it is. There it is a little vest. So then you turn it inside out. And boom. So yeah, that's how the seam looks. It has this cool little seam. And so now I just need to do the sleeves, but I don't have time now, so maybe later. Okay, so it's been a few days and I finished up the sleeve finally. It took a few tries. I was kind of frustrated because she doesn't show how to do it in the YouTube tutorial, so I didn't really know how to do it. But I figured it out with the pattern graph. I think I made some mistakes, but I did it. This is how long she makes it. It's just 3 patterns long, like 3 lengths long. I don't know if that's long enough. With blocking even, that'll just go down to here. It would just be like a mid-length. But I don't really like how big the sleeve is getting. I don't know. Maybe, but it will get drapier with blocking. It won't be this stiff. So I think if it's drapier, it'll be better. I think I should make it longer. Okay, that's my conclusion. How much longer? Maybe 1 more? So I have finished the second sleeve here. So I got 2 sleeves. Woohoo! We are almost done. This kind of turned out wonky. That is my fault. I think I'll talk about it more later. Yeah, I goofed. I done goofed. So, I mean, this side has that too. But even that doesn't look as big as that, does it? I think this one has more stitches. Yup. Just barely. It has a few more stitches. You know, to be fair, she does say in the video, count your stitches and make sure that they're the same on both sides, and I was just too lazy, and I was like, they'll be the same, it's fine. Don't be lazy like me. Okay, so now what I have to do, this is the last thing. Oh, well, I have to weave in my ends. Last thing I have to do is crochet a little border around here to create a nice little edge. So I shall do that. I think I might get too tired tonight to do the whole thing, but I'll do some of it at least. I want to start. Yeah, so let's do that. There it is. A border. You can't really see. So that's it. I'll show you the final product tomorrow in the daylight because it's dark. Wow, that was a lot of ends to weave in. Well, here we are. We've made it to the finish line. Here it is. It's finished. I feel like it didn't take me that long, but also I feel like it took me so long. I mean, it did take me like about a little more than a week. I mean, I wasn't working on it constantly, but I did have some pretty long sessions. Like, I did the whole sleeve, like, in one day, and then I did the next sleeve the next day. Oh man, where do I begin with this pattern? Okay, so with the YouTube tutorial, overall, I think that this is genius. I think it's really cute. So I do recommend it. However, the YouTube tutorial is hard to follow. So if you don't know how to follow graphs, you'll have a hard time with this. Or not graphs, what are they called? Whatever, where they show you what kind of stitch to do and all of that. If you want to learn, I do recommend it. I think it's a really useful skill in crochet. And honestly, it's not as hard as it looks. It's really not. You'll get the hang of it. And I think that this might be a good pattern to learn that with, because she does go through how to do the flower following the graph. Just be warned, like watch through the video maybe one time, or she starts off with the half flower, which you might need for the end of the row, but then she does a full flower. So watch skip ahead to the full flower and then watch the half flower for when you need that at the end of the row. So watch out for that. I struggled with the sleeves. I feel like she was not very thorough about that. She didn't really show you how to divide it up. And so, you know, there's not enough space here to have another flower in. So you're gonna have these double crochets here. I was able to make them all under the armpit, but I didn't want this line to go diagonal, which it ended up kind of doing, but I wanted it to go straight. So if you can see, oh man, it's hard to see. I lose stitches. Can you see that? So to prevent myself, I didn't want to turn each round. So what I did was every few rounds, instead of crocheting into the first stitch, I'd crochet into the next stitch. And then at the end, I would crochet into the slip stitch. But then that means that I'm losing a stitch at the beginning, which messes up the graph at the beginning and messes up the amount of stitches under the armpit. So for the next one, I didn't do that at all, but I started the flowers at the wrong spot. So here's the armpit, then the stitches go up right away. And here's the line. As you can see, it just goes diagonal the whole way. So if you want to prevent that diagonal, instead of doing what I did, which I typically like to do because I don't like to turn my work usually because I like having all the stitches the same way. Just turn your work for the sleeves. Yeah, so that's what I'll say about that. I feel like she should have gone more in depth about what she did about the sleeves. I don't know, but yeah, I feel like I could have added a little button at the top. I don't know, what do y'all think? Would that be too much? I don't know. Let me try it on. I haven't blocked it yet. I know. So I still have to block it. I'll add in some pictures of me wearing it after I've blocked it. I promise. Okay, hold on. Okay, so it doesn't look good with this long sleeve. I feel like it's just more of a summer cardigan. It definitely needs to be blocked. But I like the length. It's like pretty cute, that like cropped length. I think it might need a button up there. I think it does. I might add one and I'll show it in the photos. This is such a disappointment. This is such a bummer. I should have just, once I realized this was happening, I should have just frogged it and redone it. Because this is nice. That's nice. See, you can't really, here's the back. I don't know. So anyway, yep, that's it. That's the flower cardigan. So thank you for joining me on this journey. 'Twas fun. I'll be back. So I'll see you next time. Bye.